Test, 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 Test. Alter, was ist... Okay. Okay. Blip, blip, blip. Hey Hans, nice. Gut zu wissen. Ich brauche aber noch eine Möglichkeit, meinen Browser zu zeigen. Add a Screen Capture. Hi. Ich brauche ein Window und dieses Window sollte Microsoft Edge enthalten. Aber wenn ich das jetzt so mache, dann ist das Fullscreen, das ist deppert. Wenn ich so mache... jetzt kann ich es auswählen. Okay, Moment. There are a lot of windows. This is the Microsoft Edge menu bar. Microsoft Edge Focus Proxy. What the heck is a focus proxy? And why are these things not sorted by anything? Weil wenn ich jetzt hier code und die Kinder guckt dann so, dann den Code, aber nicht den Output, dann ist das ja ein bisschen doof, oder? Und deswegen brauchen wir Outputterich. Und ich habe hier eine Liste von Fenstern. Da ist es. Und die ist ungefähr 200 Einträge lang gewesen. Deswegen hat es jetzt mal gedauert. Okay. Show Windows. Show Cursor. Okay. Jetzt machen wir das ein bisschen kleiner. Weil der Code ist schon die Hauptsache quasi, ne? So. Ich habe das Browserfenster schon relativ klein gemacht, sodass es nicht so viel Platz braucht. Das packe ich jetzt einfach mal hier in die Ecke. Weil irgendwo muss ich ja auch noch Platz haben. Oder ich mache mich hier hoch. So vielleicht, ha? Was meint das Publikum? Irgendwo da ist auch noch so dieses Watermark, aber das sollte so passen, denke ich. Okay, ich glaube, ich lasse es erstmal so. Und dann schauen wir mal, wie uns das gefällt. Okay, ich habe hier zu viel Platzverschwendung. Normalerweise habe ich alles ein bisschen größer eingestellt, ne? Wunderschön, vielen Dank, vielen Dank. Okay. Also, was machen wir heute? Ich switch wieder auf Englisch, falls englischsprachige Menschen in den Chat kommen. So, what are we doing today? Here, this is the new user retention feature. And I've been working on that for the last few days, so most of the stuff that it does are done. Most importantly, the queries that generate this are done, and they can be stored, and they can be retrieved, and they can be calculated. And then I started working on the charts. So what I want to have is a chart that has basically these blocks. What happens if I make this bigger? Okay. These blocks, and then in lines for each month, and then in columns for whenever we go. So basically, this block is like the number of people who started using this software in July 2022. So they're 100% because of course this is the complete amount of people who started using the software then. And then of these people, only of these people, how many people did still use the application a month later, and then 2 months later, 3 months later, and so on. And so of course for June, this line will go all the way back here because it will go back 6 months. But for example, for September, I don't have any more data, so it will automatically make this staircase shape, this inverted staircase shape, and this is kind of like how I want this to look, because this is how most other analytics software displays this, and I think that this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. My problem now is this. That if I resize this, look at the size of the shapes. It's completely bonkers. And then if I resize it the other way, it tries to become incredibly large. It doesn't fit inside its box as compared to the other charts on this page. And so it kind of like distorts everything, and that's very annoying. And so I've been playing with this. And at first, I wanted to say like, hey, maybe I should just I've been playing with this chart for most of the day today, and I am frustrated. And so I decided I'm gonna like have a look at something different, which is I want to look at a different charting library, because this is chart.js. Did I just close this window? Oh, here we go. This is chart.js, which is apparently pretty well known, and it was kind of nice getting started with this. Hang on, where are some examples maybe? No, here we go. Yeah, but I'm getting more and more frustrated with this thing. It's the documentation is pretty bad, and it can't really do a lot of things like okay, this is a scatter chart which is not available in the main thing. It's only available as a plugin. Bar charts are okay, but and it can do line charts and also some kind of donut charts. But especially since I've been using it so much, okay, maybe scatter charts are not in there. It's hard. Like as you see, even the list of examples, it doesn't really show you. And I've been researching, and I think at some point I want to replace this with Apache eCharts. They're a larger project, and they come with so many more chart types, and they're better configured and everything. And for example, they have these labels that I love. Like for example, what do I mean by labels? I mean this. With Chart.js, you always have to hover over a piece of a chart to see the actual data. Whereas with eCharts, for example, I can in fact show the percentage data and the numerical data for each chart without having to hover over the chart, which is very important to me because I want to show this maybe on mobile, and I want to show this information at a glance, and people shouldn't have to really have to hover over these things all the time. And especially also the hovering is kind of broken. Like if I go back here, let me get a donut chart. Hang on, here's a donut chart, right? So I want to see what these mean. So I hover here, this is ENUS. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll move the mouse to the right. Suddenly I'm down there. Then I move the mouse further to the right. Okay, now I want to go down there to this one. This one works, but then why am I up there suddenly? Like this makes no sense at all to me. And it makes it really hard to get to the numbers for some of these charts. So what I want to do is today, I want to explore, can we just drop in replace our existing charts, chart library, which Chart.js, can we just use eCharts as a drop-in replacement? And I've started doing just that. And so what we have in our project here is this component, I call this chart renderer. It has a JS file as well. And I'm rendering in here, I'm rendering the charts. So this is the current beta link. So let me go to the development link. And let me double check if you can see this. Yes, you can see this. Okay, cool. So here what we have is the very first drop-in replacement of eCharts. This doesn't look really good. It looks pretty shitty, and I don't know why it's not using the full width and full height of the available space. But we've managed to actually display a chart, so that's actually pretty nice. Also, the data format is slightly different. So I wanted to just use my existing data formatter tools, but of course they don't give you exactly the same configuration. So I've just copied this from the example libraries, and this has the actual data and everything. What happens if I drop in the data here, the actual data that I have? This probably doesn't work, but let me just check. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Okay, we need some modifications, but that's fine. We can do that. But first of all, let me just check if I can make this thing a bit wider. Like, why does it have so much? So this is a canvas, and the canvas is actually using the full width. So I assume there's some padding built in. So let me just look at the configuration. At the docs here. Okay. Chart configuration. Do we have margin padding? I don't know. So we have legend padding, okay. And we have title padding, text style, tooltip padding. Okay, like lots of different paddings, but is there like a chart padding? Timeline padding. What's a timeline? Ah, okay. Like this is cool, but this is not what I need right now. And maybe let's have another look at the examples just to see if one of them is implementing that. They don't seem to. What is this? What does this do? Oh, okay, no, this is not the right. But I can try things out here. So okay, data zoom. I don't know if I want to support data zoom. Probably not at the beginning. Okay, I have I'm completely unsure where to go from here. I was kind of hoping. Why is this a canvas renderer? Wait, I want canvas. There's canvas and SVG, and I want canvas. Okay, fair. While we're at it, what happens if I resize this? Does this work properly? It does not. We cannot resize though, so we have to oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. That's frustrating. Huh. We have to reload to resize. Okay, that's a downside. What if I search this? Okay, and also we need this. We need an onResize function. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm just going to copy this in here. And this is probably not going to work, so I'm going to uncomment it because I need to see if I even can access the window here. So I don't know if that works. So I'm just gonna leave it here. So we know that there's a possibility of being able to resize this. Okay, let me give like a tiny example chart. Okay, this has the whole this has all this padding around it, and this is what I don't want. Okay. I mean, let's try this. But come on. So this is inside the series. Doesn't even work. 22. No. Now we're still building. Does this even make a difference? It doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. it also doesn't make sense to me that this should be inside the series data. So maybe this is an old version. Oh, July 26. Let's see what other people are saying. Ah, okay, this is just this is just one of those weird non-existing like weird pages where they just like take Stack Overflow and just copy it. Yeah, this looks better. Layout padding left. Okay. Okay, then first set it to 0. Hang on, this doesn't work. Okay, 0 isn't enough. It doesn't seem to make a difference really. No. Okay. What about -10? Okay, no difference. Even links to the but this is chart.js. I want eChart. How to minimize white space around Baidu's eCharts. Options.grid. Okay, yeah, this looks promising. So, okay. Hang on. I want to do something else first, which is I have a window here that shows me the chat, and that's pretty cool. But the window automatically hides whenever I send OBS to the background, which is frustrating because I want to see that window all the time. And I want to see if I can do that instead using if I can set this thing to always be visible. I cannot. I can drag it inside the OBS window, but that's exactly the opposite of what I want. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna drag it inside OBS, and then it's just there. And then I kind of put it to the bottom here. Yeah. Okay, this is a bit dumb, but I can see if people type, so that's nice. Okay, layout grid. No, not layout. Grids.left. Okay. Wait. Oh. Oh, this looks beautiful. Bottom 0, left 0, right 0. Here we go. And we're using the whole space. So this is nice. Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, next thing I want to try is, can I get a tooltip? Because these have all these all have these. Okay, this one doesn't, but let me just look at the examples. Most of these have really beautiful tooltips. Okay, this one doesn't, unsurprisingly. Let me get one. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. By the way, this is pretty cool. Save as image. That's something that I want. I'm gonna steal this one. And this is something that I want. Okay. So this is cool. This is what I want. And also this is save as image, which is cool because it allows me to download the file. And I really like that. I knew that this is a feature in eChart, so I kind of was looking for it. Okay, quick tea break. Does the reloading work? I don't know because it's not real data actually. Okay. Also, this doesn't work because this uses a different implementation, I think. Okay, so this is a line chart anyway. So what I'm gonna do now is, let's check out the resizing thing before I leave this file. So let's just run this and see if it works like this. No, nothing works. Okay, what does the console say? Dollar is not defined. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense actually. Actually, no, I don't have the the energy to deal with this. I'm gonna ask my buddy Flo, who's like the JavaScript god, to help me with this. Like right now, I just want to. I know that it's somehow possible, and I want to evaluate if eCharts is the better charts for TelemetryDeck. And to do that, I'm gonna like continue implementing it. So these are the options. Let me just. I'm gonna have to clean up so much, and we get in an options package already, and also we get type and data. Hang on, we might have to change the way these are passed around at some point, but let's keep it like this first. Okay, and now these configuration files, they define the different types of charts that we support and how the data should be mangled around between the raw Druid output and the data that the chart library understands. So these are kind of the adapters between our data and the chart library. So these are all written for chart.js right now, but let's convert them to the new like eCharts. Let's see how hard it is. Okay, we need bar chart, line chart, time series. That's the one, because this is a time series and it's a line chart. So this is options, and this already gets a query and a query result, and we might need that. So this is the options for now, and we want to have that a bit different. So here are our example options. Let's just paste them in here. Actually, let's return them for just to see if yeah, okay. So we're in the right place. That's good. That's good. And actually, we can, like, we don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Scales, border color. Yeah, we don't need any of these options because the options for chart.js are just like the static options, whereas the data is separate. but we actually need a data set of that, and we get that from the query result. So this is actually never gonna be called, which is fine. I don't know what happens because it exports the function. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens if I return nothing. So I'm just gonna put it here because our data set will look different. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to have a legend at some point, but I want to have some actual data first. Okay, so this is the x-axis, and this has basically the labels, which I'm not super happy with this actually. Like, I'd rather have an object that says Monday 150, Tuesday 230, because if I put those things next to each other without any connection, then how do I deal with like missing data and stuff like that? Let's see what the docs say. Data sets. Data in a series, okay, and data in a data set. Okay, so oh, this looks good. Oh yeah, this looks exactly what I want. Very good, very good. Okay. Bit more reading. Yeah, I know this is boring to watch probably, but what I'm trying to understand is because this has like this is basically a group bar chart, and this one as well. And what I'm trying to understand is like, do I actually have to? Oh yeah, probably. These are the 3 series basically. Okay. The category maps the first column in the dataset by default. Okay. So that is basically the product. And this is the x-axis type. So I'm gonna leave this as value for now. What I really need is to be date. So we're gonna later have a look whether we can actually have a date here. Hey, Uli is here. Hi, Uli. Nice to see you. All these very cool people. I'm really happy you're here. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, let's explore the chartiverse. What did I want to do? I wanted to basically have a look if I can do this here. Okay, let's not do the category stuff. But let's look at the data set. What happens if I just copy this data set? Because we don't have a proper data set anyway. So we're gonna remove this whole thing. Hang on. It has a series and a data set. And this one, my thing has just a series. So I'm just gonna put the data set here. And then the series is just a type. And then a comma. And then remove the duplicates. Okay, we have nothing anymore. Nothing is here. Because we didn't update also our x-axis value. So this x-axis has some data here. We don't want that data here anymore. I assume that's what it is. Yes, okay, cool. This is not what we want, but it's closer because the way the data is reproduced is closer. Okay, now let's remove those. And everyone, my vet is calling. I'm sorry, I gotta put you on mute. Be right back. Huh. You forgot to mute. I did forget to mute. I'm sorry. I was kind of like, I don't know where to mute this. Like I'm doing this for the very first time, right? So I just left the room. But basically, Mimi is fine, but she'll need a blood test on January 3. So that, I'm gonna write that down. Yes. Okay, cool. Well, we have like a 10-15 minutes longer. So Konstantin is here as well. Wow. So many people. It's nice to have you here. And my screen switch to dark mode, which is also very nice. Okay, what do we want to do? We have these sets of data, and but like what my data really looks like is more like this. 2022. You have December 12th. And then, I don't know, 100, 200, 300. Oh, okay. Actually, no, like this, basically. And then, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this is basically how our data actually looks like. Yeah, I did say I'll put you on mute, and that's what I wanted to do. But then I was like, I opened up OBS, and it was like, which was the button to mute everything? And I didn't find it. I think I have a mute button on the microphone. Hang on. I do, but that makes like weird noises when I enable the mute. This is exactly what I want. I want it as a line chart though. And just have a bit different numbers so it's actually recognizable as a chart. Yeah, wonderful. This is really cool. Is this OBS? Yes. You can set a global shortcut to mute the mic sound channel in the settings. It's actually in a fairly obvious location considering this is obvious. Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you very much. Or you click the speaker next to the level meter. Hang on, there's a speaker. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that did it. So I know. That's the manual mute. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I needed. Thanks, Uli. You're the best. Yeah, this is OBS. I like everyone or like the internet told me that, oh yeah, you can just use YouTube Studio in the browser, but that only records my webcam, and I want to record my screen, so I just installed OBS, and it seems to work fine. So here we are, basically. What happens if I just turn this into the word date? Okay, it doesn't work. Date time. Ah, too bad. Okay. You've gone deaf. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, okay, no, I get it. You're joking because you're a little jokester. Okay. Basic line chart. That's very nice. But Cartesian coordinate system, that's pretty cool. Line style. Oh, we need that data because with the current date, we want that to be dashed. Jitsi. What is Jitsi? What's a Jitsi? Jitsi meat. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Is that like? Oh. No, I don't want to use that. I think I want to use OBS. That's actually pretty cool. Like to have to be able to like put my camera here, and then the browser here, and then the code here. So because like I have recently gotten a very large screen paid for by the Bavarian Ministry of Commerce. And this very large screen is like super awesome and I love it, but it's impossible to stream on this because yeah, it's like just too large and everything would be tiny in a YouTube window. Okay, this is not, I can't find it here. Hang on, axis type. Legend type, x-axis type, and then probably also the y-axis type. That's what I want, yes. But where is that actually? Ah, here we go. Time. So not daytime, but time. Okay, let me switch the browser back so you can hopefully see something. Okay, this is not working. As compared to value axis, it has a better formatting for time and a different tick calculation method. For example, just has to use month, week, day, or hour for tick based on range of span. Awesome, that's what I want. But it doesn't do that. So maybe we need full ISO dates. This is like, I've been doing this so long, I know exactly the format to use for ISO 0601. And it still doesn't do anything because it doesn't like me. Huh. Jitsi is like Zoom just for OSS nerds. A friend uses it, not suitable for YouTube, but it's a browser app that can screen record, so it's theoretically possible. Oh, okay, so that's what you mean. Time is always good for improving the taste. Yes, we're out of time. Actually, like, it has to be here. It has to be here, not in there. And this needs to be, say, line. Like, it's because like all the good-looking people in my chat are distracting me, obviously. Anyway, this is like ignoring the toolbars. This is what I want, but why? Okay, so first of all, this is clipping into the bottom. So this is, oh, look at this. There's actually an axis here. Okay, so we need to make space for that bottom. The bottom needs space. Is that Python or Django, I presume? No, this is actually JavaScript in Ember, because this is what I'm using to develop the front end here. So quick tour of the TelemetryDeck stack. The API server is written in Swift for the server. The ingestion server is written in Python. And the front end is written in JavaScript using Ember. Konstantin got it right, yes. Awesome. Okay. This doesn't make any sense. Like, why does it have two dates here? Why does it say? Oh, this is probably the, okay. That's probably the time zone what it added here. So what happens if I now remove those timestamps and go back to date only? All right. Yeah, this is more like it. The label is completely bullshit, but ingestion server needs to be super fast. It is indeed, but also it doesn't need to be super fast, because otherwise I would actually rewrite it in Swift. But with Python, I have all the libraries to push the data directly into our queuing server. And so that's why I'm using Python, because all the libraries are good there. So basically the idea is, like, your app sends data to the ingestion server, and it just, like, the ingestion server just does a quick sanity check. Is this mostly in the correct format? Can I parse it as a JSON? And then pushes it into a queuing server, and that queuing server keeps basically everything in a queue for it to be properly ingested by the time series database. Usually stop at the HTTP level these days. Yeah, I don't have that luxury, sadly. And I'd rather, like, you'd probably know this, but like I did write a Swift-based app for TelemetryDeck, but the problem is that people have to, like, this is like an additional barrier to using TelemetryDeck, because you have to have the app installed, and you need to have a Mac to run the app. So I decided, like, a year ago or so, to rewrite everything using JavaScript, and it's not pretty. I completely of course, it's not as pretty as Swift, and you need to use open technologies and write everything in JavaScript. But It is a huge stack to rely on, yes, Hans. But this way, people who don't use Macs can also use the software, and that's kind of important. So that's just the way it is. It also means that I can't use Swift charts, which is very sad. Okay. What do I want to do? Okay, I need to change those paddings slightly, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, why would it clip stuff at the bottom? Use case of sharing stats to a colleague on their computer, for example, or you're on your phone. Okay, on the phone you actually we actually have an app for the phone, even though I haven't updated it in about 14 billion years. But yeah, especially like lots of analytics software also gets used in a very corporate environment, and it's sometimes hard to install software in corporate environments. People often have Windows PCs, and especially managers who want to look at the data often don't have Macs. So it kind of made sense to rewrite this and use the web. And also, like, we're not beholden to Apple. Like, for example, I can just go to plans and pricing and just buy an upgrade to my software, and this wouldn't be possible in the App Store, of course. Okay, so we have the date formatting more or less working. Let's see if we can get actual data. So this is how it needs to look like. Also, there was another example here. Hang on. This I can close. This I can close. This I can close. There wasn't like some data set. Define data under series, right? And then define data in data set. And then what is the series then? Okay, I get it. Okay. So this works, and I have the data in almost this format, but I have it as a dictionary. Let me just try if I just convert this to a dictionary. Does this work as well? Just like, I mean, nice. And it uses the correct label, but it actually, like, the count is always minus. What is that? Like the chart looks correct. 100, 200, 0, 400, 300, 600. Yeah, the chart looks the same. Okay, this is fun. The chart looks the same, but the tooltip is wrong. What is a Winx? I mean, HyperCard, I know that, and I know that HyperCard is very much your thing. But what's a Winx? Is that the website builder tool? Okay, what do I want to have? I want series dot type. Something. Okay. Something about this search. Winx was an Excel competitor from the 90s. Claris later licensed it to make Claris Impact. Oh, good to know. Why? Why doesn't the search not work anymore? And now it does? But it's different. Like, okay, like these are the, whoops. The options, I guess. Okay. Ah, now I get it. Okay. Type line. My question is like, what else can I add here, basically? And I'm hoping for something like x-axis index. No, that's not. I'm hoping for something that identifies in my data set the accessor, basically. Oh, I love this. Very nice. Step series. Maybe standard deviation or some kind of trend line. Yeah, no, but what I want to do is like, I want to tell the thing that count is what I want, but then it already shows count actually. Okay, this is probably a JavaScript magic thingy and shouldn't work. So let's just go back to the formatting that they already have. Yeah. Yeah, Uli, you're right. Probably it's modeling the date. No, not the date, because now we have the correct numbers again. But yeah, so somehow the labels don't work. So I have to I probably have to oh, maybe it's in the tooltip thing. Ah, tooltip. Tooltip configuration. Show trigger access pointer. Show content. Formatter. Okay. Yeah, we can do something with this, but I'm getting distracted. I'd rather try and see if I can convert my data into readable form, like actual query result data into readable format. Hit both formats. No. I just had one, but like when I just Command Z until it worked again. Okay, let's just have a look at the query results. And then I already have functions to normalize this. Because okay, so this is my query result. It has an object called rows. And then for each result, for each time step, it has a count. So this is actually already the data that we need. It just like looks a bit different. And I have functions. Let me just look at where I have this. Here we go. This is normalized group by results. Do I have a normalized time series result as well? Here we go. Okay, these are just the normals. Where's my function for just normalizing the time series? Okay, I'll probably have to rewrite those. I I might have to rewrite those because this is all just top end stuff. Okay, let's just ignore this for now. And this is not super like not super important, and I'd rather just like check if I can rewrite this. Okay. It only showed the array entries and skipped the dictionary. Yes, exactly. You see, like I added them up here. Yeah, like this. And then I deleted them up here. And then later, when I was like, okay, I'm not doing this, and I pressed like Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. So at any point, only one type of data should have been in there. All right. What did I want to do? Yes, I want to convert this to that. This is a time series query results. Okay, this is bullshit because GitHub Copilot does not know what my data structure is yet. Oh, but this is very helpful. Okay, we have type time series result. That's pretty good, but we don't need that here. But we have the row. So for okay, this is nice. Timestamp. Okay, that's good. Okay, this actually, this might actually work. Probably because I have this function somewhere in my code already. Okay. Okay, let's just try this. Let's just look at this in the console. And this is what we want, but as but in dictionary form. So I like the dictionary form because it has more meaning, it has more semantics, and I dislike this array form, to be honest. But oh well. What happens if I just plug this in here? It works, right? Just the display is wrong. Maybe I can get it to work somehow. Because that would be really cool. All right, these are the daily active users for Telemetry Viewer app. So that's pretty cool that it actually works. The count is annoying, and we're gonna have to change that. And also the timestamps down here don't make sense really. Like then it needs to have a formatter of some sort. But like we can actually display various types of charts now. So anything that's a time series chart is actually displayable. Nice. It's pretty neat. And I immediately love the better, like I love the way that the tooltips looks there, and it doesn't glitch anymore. So that's pretty cool. What I don't love is that it's not zero based. Like this is basically the lowest point, but this is not zero. So x-axis is type category. This should be value, I think. Or not. Yeah, no. But category is probably also wrong. So x-axis type. Value, category, time, or log. Wait. Actually, this is x-axis should be time, and the y-axis should be value. Oh. Look, things are actually working. I think I need to define the dimensions of the data set. Yeah, that's probably right. But labeling the axes correctly already helps. Because look, even at the bottom, it says, oh yeah, this is where December starts, and then we go into November, for example. And also it's not zero best anymore. In the series, you can specify each axis in code. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Did you just look that up? Or do you have experience with that? So you say dimensions. So this doesn't have a dimensions, I think. But it does have a data. So maybe it needs to be defined in the series. So the series is a name. And I also remember, hang on. Here, map from data to chart. So basically you can specify a column or row in dataset to map the series. Series by layout. Check this example. All right, let's check this example. This doesn't do anything with the series by layout. I am confused. This is cool. This is actually, look at this. This is actually displaying two different charts in one chart thing, if I understand it correctly. These series are in the first grid. These series are in the second grid. Yes. X-axis index. Okay, this is a grid index basically. So this is what this does, but this is not what we need. Okay. I think, by the way, that you writing something to me takes a bit of time, and then and also, like, if I say something to this microphone, you hear it about, I want to say, like 30 seconds later maybe. So this way, this is a bit asynchronous, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, this is possible. I'm just gonna. I'm actually like, I need to quit soon because I gotta go to the shopping center for groceries. But this is actually pretty cool. Like, this works pretty well. I don't think I love the little circles. I'd rather not have them. That's our streams. Yeah, I know. But still. But this is a good first step. I think I'm going to experiment more with with Apache charts. My volume is very quiet. Oh, okay, hang on. Let me experiment. Like we can do that. Hang on. So according to the mixer here, I'm up about halfway. And I can't boost it anymore. Advanced audio properties. Balance, sync offset, volume. Chat overlay on stream. Yeah, that's kind of a nice idea. But then you can see even less of the code actually. But maybe between this window here and the browser window below. Okay, I have a control that says volume, and I can change the dB. So I'm going to change the dB a bit, and you tell me if I am now louder. My normal voice is not that loud. Okay, hang on. Then I'm going to change that back to 0. I don't know if it changed anything anyway. Let me just see if I can adjust the microphone maybe. Hang on. Because usually for podcasting, I have my microphone up here. So I think that might be better. Let me know if the sound is better now. If I want to post recordings to YouTube later, I might not. But I might actually do that because I want to have. I'll have the like I have all the context on the screen basically. All right, Konstantin, you said if it would be nice if the preview is bigger, maybe just a bit. So you mean the browser basically, right? So let me just make that a bit bigger, huh? Because most of the code is on the left side of the screen anyway. And so that's a good idea actually. And I'll also, let me just make this higher because I have some space here, right? So why not make it a bit higher as well? Oh, that's too much. Like this maybe. A bit less because there's no space left. Okay, so how about this? Podcasting posture. Awesome. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. I felt like most capture software, or not capture software, like most video conferencing software, I usually leave the microphone underneath the visible part of the camera because it's enough because it will automatically boost stuff. But apparently OBS doesn't do that. And also this will probably increase the quality somehow, somewhat. So that's pretty good. Okay. Any other improvement suggestions on the setup? Like this is the first stream, right? So you'd have to blur if you ever got spammers or trolls. Yeah, I thought that. I was like, I would really like to blur my background. Oh no, you don't mean the background. You mean the live chat. Well, the thing is now that I made the browser bigger, I don't really have space for the live chat. I think I don't see where I could put that, to be honest. So I think I just leave it as is, and I have enabled live chat replay, so people should be able to see that there. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this and like coding with me. I think I want to do this the same time tomorrow. Let me double check my schedule. Yeah, that should work. So you are very much invited to join me then. And I'll let you know if I have made any progress in the meantime. All right. Have a great day. Thanks so much. And some chat overlays just temporarily show the newest message as a little box that fades out there. Let's see. Sources. Okay, so it doesn't give me a thing where I can just like say, hey, give me a source that just shows the last I should probably have like need to put a browser or something. I'm gonna research that until the next time. All right, have a great evening. Bye and see you soon.